Good Thursday morning. I'm First Warren 5 Meteorologist Warren Sears. Bit of a wet commute today. It's not overly heavy, but it's kind of a nuisance, honestly. The rain is light to moderate. It's creating spray on roads, some reduced visibility, and just that shimmer from the wet pavement and the lights definitely causes an issue as well. So I still think the rest of our morning commute will have slowdowns. This rain is lingering around a little bit, so I think we'll pick up even more than what we've already seen, and that will last probably at least for another hour. So if you are even a late commuter, it is now trending a little wetter than we were thinking even when I got in this morning around 2:30. So all in all, it is a damp start to the day, but we do need the moisture. There are some impacts to the morning commute, some slowdowns, some crashes out there. So let's take a look at your forecast, and I'll show you radar. We'll jump around here, show you where some of the heavier pockets are. Let's first begin with the Kansas City Metro, the immediate 435 loop. You can see here, for us, it's pretty broken light to moderate rainfall. There's a few lightning strikes in there, but the heavier stuff at the moment is to the northeast of Kansas City. And so we're getting up into now central Missouri here, Carroll County, Carrollton, southern Livingston County, south of Chillicothe. You do have some heavier thunderstorm activity. Lynn County on the Missouri side, also for you, some heavier thunderstorm activity. So that is where we're seeing a few, it's spotty, but a few heavier downpours embedded within this system. As a whole, the system is kind of decaying, but there are a few pockets that are still sustained fairly well. It looks like on the Kansas side, the heavier downpours still continue to be across Anderson County. Garnett, you have picked up some significant rain this morning. I hope that helps your yards. I know we're very dry out there. Southern Franklin, also southern Miami and northern Lynn counties, you've all done pretty well with rain this morning also. So this is going to continue here to pull through the area. It's fairly slow moving. It's collapsing in on itself, so we'll likely only see decreasing coverage with this first rain band. But big picture look, let me show you here what's out to our west, because we do have some more rain and some thunderstorm activity that will continue to track and probably grow a little bit throughout the day. So here's the latest computer model. It did all right with this morning's stuff. It did not handle yesterday very well at all. None of our computers handled yesterday well, but they are, most of them, and this specific one I'm showing you has done well with this morning for the most part. It had this decaying a little bit more than it has, but nonetheless, pulling through the area. This is what radar could look like here by 11 o'clock this morning. I do expect there to be many intervals of dry conditions. There will be stuff on radar kind of throughout the day, but your neighborhood specifically isn't going to have rain all day. But the more steady stuff is out there right now. We are seeing signs into the afternoon of a little bit of a ramp up back up to some thunderstorm conditions. There is a low end risk for some severe weather out there, but this is what 5 p.m. could look like on radar. And then I think let's roll this back a little bit. I think by 8 o'clock, most of the activity is to our east. And then the tower lighting, KCTV5 tower lighting, which is today, at this point is looking drier with the latest data that we have. So, which is a good sign. I think central and eastern Missouri will get more rain later on. And then after that, we are trending dry on Friday. Could start with some morning fog out there to start the day. Your planner today has off and on thunderstorm chances around into the afternoon and early evening. Have your rain gear. You will need it at times today. There will be times that you don't. But temperature-wise, we're pretty cool right now with the rain-cooled air out there and the cloud coverage. I'd be shocked if we got more than 80, 81 degrees today. So that might even be a little bit on the higher end of things. I do want to take a look, something I haven't looked at really here recently, how much rain has fallen. So let's get a look at some radar estimated rainfall totals. And as we look across the board, and definitely when I did look at the official airport number, and it was only about 1/10 of an inch so far. I would say probably 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch has fallen in the Kansas City Metro. Now, you go down into Anderson and Franklin counties that I've mentioned so many times this morning. There's a potential here that those of you near Garnett and in the northern part of the county have gotten up to almost 4 inches of rain. If anyone is in Garnett or northern Anderson County watching this, if you have a rain gauge, let me know how much you think that you've gotten so far. But yeah, really healthy rainfall totals. We're at a big deficit, and this could really help you out down in this range where you've gotten a little bit more of the thunderstorm activity this morning. Let's go over onto the Missouri side. It's been much more spotty, much more broken this morning because the band hasn't gotten to you yet. But a few pockets where there were some thunderstorms in northwest and northeast Johnson County and Pettis County near Sedalia. You've done fairly well with rain also. So that is a look at some of your rainfall totals. Let me show you the 7-day because today's not our only rainfall opportunity. We actually have some more on the way. Friday looks dry, which is great. Saturday at this point, it's mostly dry, but new this morning, I'm starting to see some spotty pockets of showers, maybe a little bit later. Sunday looks to be a slightly better chance for some daytime showers. Neither day is a washout by any means, and I do think that Saturday is mainly dry. For the time being, will be lower 80s for afternoon highs both days. Still, though, Friday evening looks to be your best opportunity to get outside with no threat for rain at this time. Monday, Luke added a first warn last night. We're watching that Monday-Tuesday system closely. It might be starting to trend a little bit more into Tuesday. We'll watch that closely, but at this point, still have the first warn on Monday. There's a front that comes in, and that could give you some thunderstorm chances later in the day on Monday and into Tuesday. So one more look at radar here before I jump off. We do have some cut-ins here shortly, and I need to prepare for those. But let's look at radar and give you one more look here at what's going on. We've got spotty rain and thunderstorms out there. For the immediate 435 loop in the Kansas City metro, it is mainly just rain out there right now, and on the light to moderate side, there are a few lightning strikes, so please keep that in mind if anyone's maybe heading out to a bus stop or anything shortly. But most of the heavier thunderstorm activity is to the northeast of the metro and the southwest of the metro. Garnett, Anderson County, Southern Franklin County, you still continue to have some downpours out there. And then those of you also into Southern Livingston County, be ready, and Carroll County, you have some heavier thunderstorms in that region as well. So even if we just have light to moderate rain on radar in the Kansas City area 435 loop, it'll still cause some headaches this morning just with spray on roadways, reduced visibility, and also just the shimmery shininess of the lights as the sun is really only just now rising in the last 45 minutes. And so all in all, expect impacts to your morning, and then there will be some lulls throughout the day where you will have opportunities for dry conditions here. And then we are watching the chance this afternoon for a few more thunderstorms to develop. Some of those could be on the stronger side, so we will keep close tabs on that. Now, I will say, if this rain decides it doesn't want to budge and stays lingering around too long into lunch, then that will kill your thunderstorm chance this afternoon. So that's a good way that you can kind of gauge if we're looking at the right conditions or not. If you keep the cool air, the stratiform rain, and the cloud coverage for too long, then that doesn't give us much fuel for thunderstorms later on in the day. Now, if we can get a lull and maybe even a few peaks of sun, and you can get temperatures to climb a little bit, then that means that there are slightly better ingredients, or maybe we could get a few thunderstorms a little bit later in the day. So we'll be watching that for you. We do have a news, weather, and traffic cut in here in about 10-ish, 12 minutes. So we will see you then on KCTV5. We'll also have another streaming update as necessary later this morning. All right, everyone, have a great Thursday. I hope you're enjoying your rainy start to the day. We definitely need it. So hopefully your yard can get a nice drink this morning.